Good evening. I'm Asha McKenzie. An update tonight on a brazen armed carjacking at a traffic light in Fairfield. Smoke continues to be heavy in areas that are still smoldering this afternoon. Take a look at these new videos from the Forest Fire Service this morning. Let's talk about your fellow Democrats in power right now. You said it's been 5 years of talking about this. Do you feel like this could have been handled a bit better to avoid what we are seeing? Why they were even in this area from Spain? Have you been in contact with the loved ones of this family? Chase Bank is warning customers about a viral TikTok trend where users claim to exploit an ATM glitch. While many are trying to figure out how the new administration will affect them, we are getting clearer answers on how Trump's leadership will affect business, the markets, and your wallet. But we want to get back to Trump. So both of the candidates didn't just use mainstream media to get their voices and policies heard. Of course, this is putting New Jersey on a global stage when it comes to sports. What has the economic impact been for the Club World Cup, and what do you think it's going to be like for the World Cup next year? I want to start with the data in your article. It's showing a significant decline in people using these dating apps. So really, what's the deal? What is making people shift away from swiping? The governor speaking on everything from congestion pricing to NJ transit system issues and the budget. You asked and he answered. Many here, of course, are disappointed that their candidate will not be on the ticket in November. But those I spoke to here say they are excited for Mikey Sherrill to be on the ticket because they believe also in what she wants to do for the state of New Jersey. Any help would be beneficial, whether that's donating your time, donating cleaning supplies, a monetary donation. 24-year-old was on a bike when he was hit by a Jeep. Now that impact was so horrible that man was dragged all the way a block down to 160th Street, wearing a mask like this, first asking for weed. And when the employee said they didn't sell any here, he pointed a gun at his face, hopped over this counter, and started robbing the place. Thank you for joining us here on News 12. I'm Asha McKenzie, and we begin with the hazy sky impacting our air quality across the state from the burning wildfire happening in Ocean County. So let's get right to meteorologist Mike Rizzo, who is tracking both the smoke and some rain, thankfully, that's headed our way, Mike. Yeah. Mike, thank you. And that smoke continues to be heavy in areas that are still smoldering this afternoon. Take a look at these new videos from the Forest Fire Service this morning that we got this morning, showing exactly what crews are dealing with on the front lines. Yesterday, the Ocean County prosecutor announcing an arrest in connection to the wildfire. Prosecutors say Joseph Kling is responsible for setting off one of the largest and most destructive wildfires that has devastated thousands of acres across our state. Kling is now in the Ocean County Jail this afternoon, charged with arson and aggravated arson. And with both temperatures and winds on the increase today, crews are making sure leftover hotspots don't ignite new fires. Jim Murdoch is live this afternoon in one of those areas of Lacey Township that came dangerously close to a catastrophe Tuesday night. And Jim, you have some new information for us. Jim, thank you. And new this afternoon, we are learning about a house fire in Forked River. That home destroyed on Wednesday morning while firefighters were battling the Jones Road wildfire that was less than a mile away. News 12 New Jersey's Lauren Dew speaks with that family. Community is important. Lauren, thank you. And a fiery crash involving tractor trailers on the northbound side of the New Jersey Turnpike this morning had the highway backed up for miles. News 12 New Jersey's Tony Caputo is out in Edison this afternoon. Tony, any word on what exactly caused this? All right, thanks for a look at that, Tony. And we are following breaking news this afternoon. The DOT says repairs for I-80 are taking longer than expected. The two westbound lanes are now expected to be open by the end of May. Officials say this is due to drilling taking longer than expected. All lanes are scheduled to reopen June 25th. For those of you who use NJ Transit to avoid congestion pricing, a possible strike could derail your ride. That's because the company's engineers plan to strike on May 16th, which is just 3 weeks away. That date was set after the union voted down a tentative contract. The two sides have not reached a deal for the more than 400 engineers in the union. NJ Transit says the engineers voted down a contract which would have put the average salary at $172,000 by 2027. Union leaders say they want to be paid on par with other engineers like those at the LIRR or Metro North who earn 20% more.
New Jersey Transit engineers are the lowest paid in the country.
NJ Transit says meeting the union demands would raise fares 17%. Engineers haven't had a pay raise since 2019. No new negotiations are scheduled. A long road ahead for the South Plainfield Elks Lodge.
Right there's the water line, right there.
39 inches.
Monday's heavy rain and flash flooding giving this community staple no time to prepare. Thomas Perry, the exalted ruler of the lodge, says 39 inches of water filled their building, despite precautions put in place after Hurricane Ida in 2021.
We had steel boards put in, so they're like flood resistant, but they're only 36 inches high, so it didn't help.
At all, every room affected.
The thing is, we want to clean out the floor. We have to make sure, of course, there's no chance of getting any mold or anything. And all the liquor gets thrown out. Any liquor that was hit by the water or the mud or whatever.
And the carpet in the banquet hall needs to be replaced as well.
Quoted us $12,000 to replace the rug. That's a little bit high for us. But we'll see what happens. We'll do what we have to do.
Now, this is just day one of the cleanup, and Tom says the work is far from over, and any help would be beneficial, whether that's donating your time, donating cleaning supplies, a monetary donation, but especially help in the kitchen. Take a look at the mess in here. You can see the freezer and the fridge toppled over. They need assistance lifting this all up and overall getting the place back in order. After floodwaters receded, Tom sent out an SOS to other Elks lodges in the district and the community to pitch in.
I'm here to help Tom get the lodge back in order and back and running. If anything happened to our lodge, he would do the same.
He said, we're a community organization. We're here for the community, basically. And whatever anybody can do to help, we appreciate it.
In South Plainfield, Asha McKenzie, News 12, New Jersey.
The family does not want to sell. They don't want to ruin their heritage, their legacy.
The end may be imminent as the threat of eminent domain inches closer for Chris and Andy Henry's family farm in Cranberry.
Two 70-year-old men who are Air Force veterans, and they're reduced to tears almost on a daily basis.
Jay Taylor, former mayor of Cranberry and family friend of the Henrys, has been advocating for the brothers, and he says this location in an industrial area is not ideal nor safe for people to live. This 21-acre farmland sandwiched between warehouses on South River Road has been the center of controversy for months. The Henrys want it to stay in the family like it has for the last 175 years. And the town is looking to fulfill its 265-unit affordable housing mandate plan by June 30th. The mayor says they are working with tight parameters.
This farm goes. Now you have environmental damage, you have all the issues that with the traffic that's being added to it. It's not a sustainable project.
As the clock ticks and deadline looms, the Henry family is feeling hopeful after this issue has now gotten the attention of U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins, who in a tweet says the USDA is exploring legal options to help.
I mean, obviously, Secretary Rollins getting involved yesterday is a game changer for not just the Henry family, but it's also a game changer for any farm that's facing this situation.
Andy wasn't able to meet with us and speak on camera, but I did get a chance to speak with him over the phone, and he tells me that his conversation with Secretary Rollins went well. It was a good conversation, and she offered to help, even willing to make calls on the farm's behalf.